Hi, have you ever found yourself in a conversation where you couldn't quite understand what the other person was saying? Or maybe you have struggled to find the right words to express yourself accurately in English? Or maybe you get confused and stuck when it comes to using phrasal verbs in English? If so, you are not alone. Communicating effectively in a second language can often be a challenge, particularly when it comes to understanding and using phrasal verbs. I am Teacher D, and in this video, I am going to unlock the power of phrasal verbs, providing you with essential knowledge and practical examples to help you become a master in phrasal verbs. If you have not subscribed to this channel, now will be a very good time for you to do so. You're welcome. Let's begin right with the first phrasal verb, which is break down. To break down. So the phrase break down can have multiple meanings depending on the context. Here are a few different interpretations and example sentences for each. To break down means to physically separate or dismantle into smaller parts. To physically separate or dismantle into smaller parts. Example, a mechanic had to break down the engine to fix the underlying issue. The mechanic had to break down the engine to fix the underlying issue. To break down also means to undergo physical or mental collapse. To undergo physical or mental collapse. For example, in immense stress, she finally broke down in tears. Break down could also mean to analyze or explain something in detail. To analyze or explain something in detail. Example sentence, the teacher will break down the lesson into smaller components for better understanding. The teacher will break down the lesson into smaller components for better understanding. It is important to note that the interpretation of breakdown can vary depending on the context, and also it can have other interpretations beyond this discussed here. Next up, I have another useful phrasal verb for you, which is break up. To break up. Here are a few possible interpretations and corresponding example sentences for each. So, break up could mean to end a romantic relationship or partnership. To end a romantic relationship or partnership. Example sentence, after months of disagreement, Mark and Lisa finally decided to break up. After months of disagreements, Mark and Lisa finally decided to break up. To break up also means to separate or disperse a group of people. To separate or disperse a group of people. Example sentence, the police had to break up the protesters as the situation became chaotic. Break up also means to physically separate or divide something into smaller parts. To physically separate or divide something into smaller parts. Example sentence, the workers will break up the concrete to build a new foundation. The workers will break up the concrete to build a new foundation. All right? You will not believe how handy this next phrasal verb is. Let's talk about call off. Call off. To call off means to cancel or postpone a planned event or activity. To cancel or postpone a planned event or activity. Example sentence, they had to call off the wedding because of a family emergency. They had to call off the wedding because of a family emergency. To call off also means to ask someone to stop doing something or to end a particular situation. To ask someone to stop doing something or to end a particular situation. Example sentence, the police officer called off the chase after the suspect entered a crowded area. All right? The next phrasal verb to explore will be come across, to come across. It means to encounter or discover someone or something unexpectedly. To encounter or discover someone or something unexpectedly. All right? Example sentence, while cleaning out my attic, I came across an old photo album I thought I had lost. To come across also means to give a certain impression or to be perceived in a specific way. To give a certain impression or to be perceived in a specific way. Example sentence, in his presentation, he came across as confident and competent. To come across could also mean to be able to express one's thoughts, ideas, or emotions in a clear and understandable manner. All right? Example sentence, she has had a hard time coming across in interviews because of her shyness. Number 2, it is important for a teacher to come across to their students effectively to maintain their attention. Okay, so overall, to come across means to encounter something or someone unexpectedly, to convey a certain impression, and also to be able to express your thoughts and ideas effectively. Now, let's talk about the phrasal verb go on, to go on. So it has multiple meanings, some of which include to continue or resume an activity or an event. To continue or resume an activity or an event. Example sentence, he went on reading the book until he finished it. He went on reading the book until he finished it. Number 2, the concert will go on despite the rainy weather. The concert will go on despite the rainy weather. To go on also means to happen or to take place. To happen or to take place. Example sentence, the meeting is going on in the conference room. The meeting is going on in the conference room. What's going on here? That means what is happening here. To go on also means to behave or react in a particular way. To behave or react in a particular way. Example sentence, don't go on like a child. You must act like an adult. Don't go on like a child. You must act like an adult. Number 2, they went on as if nothing had happened. They went on as if nothing had happened. To go on also means to believe or accept something as true. To believe or accept something as true. Example sentence, I don't go on rumors, I need concrete evidence. I don't go on rumors, I need concrete evidence. And lastly, to go on means to last for a certain period of time. To last for a certain period of time. Example sentence, the sale will go on for 2 weeks. The sale will go on for 2 weeks. I hope this makes sense to you, doesn't it? Hold on, better days are coming. The train is delayed, so we have to hold on until it arrives. Just in case you wonder what the two sentences mean, to hold on means to wait or to stay in a particular situation or position for some time. To stay in a particular situation or position for some time. Okay? Example sentence, the train is delayed, so we have to hold on until it arrives. Number 2, please hold on for a moment. I will be right back. Please hold on for a moment. I'll be right back. Also, to hold on could mean to keep something in your possession or continue to have control over it. To keep something in your possession or to continue to have control over it. Example sentence, I will hold on to your keys until you return. I will hold on to your keys until you return. To hold on could also mean to persevere or to stay determined or to have hope in a challenging situation. To persevere or to stay determined or to have hope in a challenging situation. Hold on, better days are coming. Lastly, on hold on, it means to keep or save something for future use. To keep or save something for future use. Example sentence, hold on to that receipt in case you need to return the item. Hold on to that receipt in case you need to return the item. Number 2, it's always good to hold on to important documents for record keeping. Note that the meaning of hold on can vary based on the context, and it is not limited to the discussed examples. Please hold on for a moment. I'll be right back with the next part of the video with more phrasal verbs that will take your English skills to new heights. Bye.